Hey my crafty friends, it is journal time. I am setting up my journal for the rest of September. I know what you're saying, September is almost over, but last month's journal I added a little bit too many pages in there, and I don't know, it covered some of September. So since we are halfway through the month, oh, and I made my little journal a little smaller this time. And the last 2 months I've been experimenting with watercolor just to add a little color to the page. I want to try something different this month. I will still be using stickers. The stickers that I will be using will be from the Pretty Plain sticker book. That's the new sticker book in my shop. There's a flip through of it on my channel. But instead of using watercolor this month, I wanted to try and use all of my different papers because my paper is kind of piling up, and my color scheme, like anything brown, yellow, orangish, pinkish, should match this. So I pulled out some of my 6x6 paper pads and also a big stack of Project Life cards. These are the 4x6 cards because this journal is a little smaller than the 4x6 size. And I also pulled out, I had some leftover envelopes from when I made my envelope album. So I have a few that I made and never used. So I'm going to try and incorporate some of these into my journal. So to start off, I'm just going to dig through, and I'm just going to go through, oh, and I also have another stack of Project Life cards that are just sitting on my desk. To start off, I'm going to go through this stack and just kind of find anything that matches my color scheme. Alright, so I went through all those cards, and as you can see, I have a lot of Project Life cards. Like, that's not even half of my Project Life card stash. And I guess my weakness is paper. I cannot resist pretty paper. So I'm trying to make use of some of this stash. So I pulled out, let me see, I pulled out a few 4x6 cards, and I probably will not end up using these. These have been in my stash forever, and I don't know, they are just too pretty to use. I know that's sad, but so I have a few Project Life cards, some random stuff that was in the middle of the stack of cards. So I just kept this stuff out on my desk, and I went through those envelopes. And when I did my mini album, the way to organize my supplies, like I had little bits, little die cuts and ephemera inside of each envelope that kind of matched. So some of these still have stuff in the inside. So I am not sure how this it's going to turn out. But let's set up my journal. Oh, and I'm also trying something different. We are already at like the 16th of the month. So I will probably use the front as like my daily pages, my normal pages, and in the back of the journal I'm going to try and do like some sort of memory keeping layouts. I'm trying to get back into the swing of memory keeping. So the back of this, I may just add, I don't know, just add some paper or whatever. So let's get started and let's see how this turns out. Oh, and I also have my washi on, like it's on the side of my desk. But this tray used to hold my die cuts, but I've switched those to a different tray since I have been getting into more daily journaling or switching to a smaller journal. I've been starting to collect and use more washi. I've never been a big washi person, but since I've been in a smaller journal, I've been using more washi. And I also have that like on the side of my desk. Alright, so I went ahead and added the paper off camera because it wasn't coming out quite like I don't know, kind of like I thought in my head. So I wound up just adding some paper to every page, every other page, just to give each page, like, I don't know, just a color to start with. And it didn't, I don't know, in my head I was going for a different look. It looks more like a junk journal, but I'm fine with that. And the envelopes that I plan to use, they were too big, so some of them I had to cut them down. I don't really like them once I cut them down. But every page does have a little color. I think this is my favorite. Alright, every page does have a little color. I think this one is my favorite with that yellow in the middle. Oh, and once I started adding all the paper, the staple came out the middle, but that always happens by the end of the month. I always have to staple it again. But this is kind of the base of each page. Oh, I do like this one. I turned the envelope sideways, or turned it long ways, and I just glued the back down, and the inside of it is open. So I think that's neat. Like, maybe one day I can write something inside, or if not, I can glue it closed when I get ready. So I just added a little paper, or a little something to each page just to give me a starting point. This one I just added a strip of paper at the bottom, and this is like another sort of pocket. I can tuck something behind there. Oh, and at the back I want to try and do like some memory keeping sort of layouts this month. So I just have a few in the back of some things that I can do a layout about. Oh, and I also didn't put the numbers like I normally do. I put a number on each page because I have no idea how this is going to turn out. Normally I have like one side per day, but since I have the paper on the other side, some days may have to be a double spread. I just have no idea how this is going to work out. But let's add some stickers. You know, that's my favorite part. Stickers, I don't know, stickers just make everything better. done adding the stickers, so I will just give you a quick flip through of how it looks before the pen. And I wasn't sure for a second because I'm so used, like the last few months I've been prepping the pages with watercolor, so this time I just prepped the pages, you know, with some just a little paper on each page, and I am loving the way this turned out. And I think this is my favorite page. I love the way that cork looks with the leopard, and I think this is from that paper. The paper pad is called Good Vibes. Let's have a little card tucked in there. And by the end of the month, this will look totally different. I will do a flip through like once I'm finished. And my previous idea of just doing memory keeping in the back did not, I don't know, that didn't work out. So I'm not sure how this will look as the month goes on. And we only have like maybe two and a half weeks in this month. So this may take me a little longer to finish. But I promise when I finish, I will do a flip through. And right here, the page is already coming out, but that's fine. I always have to staple it before I finish anyway. And I know it's coming out because I glued this paper like right over the staple. But that is fine. And also, since I added like the paper and the envelopes, it's also, it'll probably be a little chunky, but that's fine with me. I am not one of those people who cares about how chunky it gets, because I only have to carry it around for a few weeks, and then after that it gets put in my journal box. And this is one of those pages I cannot wait to write on this page. And that is just the blank envelope in the inside of there. And this is one of those pages I know will have so much stuff piled on here before I finish with it. Because the way I, like each day I write a little bit, I may journal, I may write a quote. And I always keep like a little washi or a few stickers in my purse just to, you know, add a little bit each day. I don't know, I feel like this page is kind of bare too, but I like to leave something bare so I have something just if I'm in the mood to decorate as I go along. And this pocket, I kind of left it blank. So that is my journal for September-ish through October-ish. I'm not sure how long this will take me to finish, but I will do a flip through. And thank you guys so much for watching. And let me know if you prefer this style journal or when I prep it with the watercolor. I would love to know, like, what's your opinion, because I'm not sure yet. I'll see how it goes. All right, so I will see you guys next time.